What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Mannun's Minute. So we finally got moved in to North Carolina. We're in the new place. It's really nice. We like it. Tabby put out a video and I included it to the community so that you all could see the downstairs. We finished the upstairs. I just finished my office. I just finished my studio for right now. The idea is to make a circle room in the garage. That will be my new studio after we get it built. So that being said, in the meantime, I pretty much made this little makeshift studio again in my office like I had back in New Hampshire until then. But it was definitely a journey. It was definitely a crazy move. The movers completely screwed us on many levels. They double charged us at the last minute. They broke our washing machine and refused to pay for it. They broke one of my computer monitors and refused to pay for it. This is Express Moving out of New Jersey, so I'm calling them out on it. They're ridiculous. And I learned something, that if you are moving interstate, it's probably okay to use if you're moving from within your state, from like a city to a city, it's probably okay to go ahead and use a local moving company. If you're moving from state to state and you have to have a moving company, the reality is you're gonna get screwed. There is, as far as I know, and I've talked to a few people, it's very, 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 very difficult to find an honest moving company that's not going to screw you. In the end, that's how they make their money, by screwing you over. And boy, did they. And they're not covering anything. They said that it was, that they're just not going to do it. So, and if I can lawyer up if I want to, but whatever. So we're screwed. If there's anybody out there that has any ideas on what I can do, rock it. But anyway, that being said, I wanted to talk about in this video today about wiping away old energy. So if you're moving into like a new place, or maybe you buy something from the store and it's used, especially like at an antique store or something like that, it's really wise to go ahead and wipe away the old energy that's attached to that place or that thing. You know that feeling when you bring home something new, maybe a candle holder, a tarot deck, or even a piece of jewelry, and it just doesn't, feel right yet. Like it's carrying someone else's fingerprints, not just physically, but energetically. And that's because in a very real sense, it is. Everything we touch, use, and interact with picks up energy, emotions, intentions, even moods. So when we purchase new items, especially those we plan to use in our magical or spiritual practice, cleansing and consecrating them isn't just some old witch's superstition. It's an essential act of energetic hygiene, like washing your hands before preparing a meal. Think of energy like invisible dust. You don't always see it, but over time it collects. Every person who handled that candle, packed that crystal, or shipped that altar bell left a bit of their energetic fingerprint behind. It's not necessarily negative energy, but it's not yours, and that's the point. You want your tools, your home, and your sacred items to hum with your energy and intent, not someone else's random leftovers. Cleansing is how you hit that spiritual reset button. Some people prefer smoke cleansing with sage, cedar, or incense. Others like salt baths, moonlight exposure, or sound cleansing using a bell or chime. The method doesn't matter as much as the intention behind it. You're clearing away what doesn't belong, creating a blank slate ready to absorb your energy and purpose. Once you've done that, consecration steps in. That's when you make the item sacred, dedicating it to your work, your deities, and your personal path. It's like signing your name on something that now belongs to your spiritual practice. Now, the same concept applies on a much larger scale when you move into a new home. And trust me, this one's big. A house holds memories, emotions, and echoes of everyone who's lived there before you. Even if the walls have been freshly painted and the carpets replaced, the energetic residue remains. Maybe the previous tenants were happy, or maybe they argued constantly. Maybe they struggled financially, or maybe they practiced their own kind of magic. You never really know. That's why a full home clearing and consecration ritual is a powerful way to claim the space as yours. When you step into a new home, especially one that's been preoccupied before, you're stepping into an energetic mix of the past. Doing a house cleansing isn't about superstition, it's about alignment. You're setting the tone for the energy that will live there moving forward. For example, Walking through each room with burning incense or a smoldering bundle of herbs, visualizing light pushing out all lingering negativity, can shift the entire feel of the space almost instantly. After the cleansing, you consecrate, meaning you bless the home and dedicate it as a place of peace, prosperity, and protection. Light candles in each room, speak affirmations of intention, and maybe ring a bell in the corners to disperse stagnant energy. If you're into elemental work, invite the elements to bless the space: air for clarity, fire for vitality, water for emotional balance, and earth for stability. Finish by sealing your home with a protective charm, sigil, or blessing near the doorway. You don't have to be overly ceremonial about it either. Even a simple heartfelt intention like "this is our home now, may it be filled with love, laughter, and light," can shift the entire vibration. The key is sincerity. Energy responds to emotion, not theatrics. Cleansing and consecrating are about more than keeping things spiritually tidy. They're acts of empowerment. They remind us that our energy matters, that we have the right to shape the vibration of the spaces we live in and the tools we use. It's easy to forget that when life gets busy, but our homes, just like our sacred tools, are extensions of our personal energy field. When we care for them on both a physical and energetic level, everything flows smoother. The air feels lighter, our workings feel stronger, and even mundane tasks seem to carry a bit of magical ease. So whether it's a new ritual knife, a thrifted altar cloth, or the townhouse you just moved into, give it the fresh start it deserves. Cleanse it, bless it, make it yours. Because when your energy is clear and your space is aligned with your spirit, everything you do from that point forward has a little more power behind it. And that's where the real magic begins.